Hey guys, this is chapter 9 and the last chapter of the book. So let's see how it ends. Recess is boring when you don't have anyone to play with. Everyone else has someone, even Metal Mike, who wears a helmet that looks like a cage so his teeth won't be crooked. Even Rain Stevens, who eats seeds and leaves and talks to ghosts. Even Song Lee, the new kid from China who knows like 2 words of English. Not me. I don't have anyone. I have a notebook and a weird pencil. Mom told me I know how to make friends. I want to believe her, but this is coming from the lady who tried to convince me to eat meatloaf by patting her belly and saying, so yummy. At this point, she's still regaining my trust. I should be with Annie playing kickball or pretending we're digging up dinosaur bones in the sandbox. Instead, I sit on the ground with my back against the bricks of the school building while she plays tag with a group on the jungle gym. When I look up from my drawing, Annie stands in the far corner of the playground surrounded by a group of 5th graders. They're all yelling at her. Annie's hair hangs over her eyes and tears streak her cheeks. I run as fast as I can to Annie's side. She won't look at me, but she grabs onto my arm with her hand, right where the bruises from Tommy are finally starting to heal. It doesn't hurt though. I'm too angry to feel it. Oh, isn't that sweet? Your boyfriend's here. One of the boys laughs. We just lost the game because of her, someone else whines. A few others call Annie names. I can't listen to any more. Before anyone else speaks, I take a step towards the group. Leave her alone, I growl, putting myself between Annie and the crowd. Or what? Bucky Thomas asks, turning his head to spit. I think he spits on someone's face on accident, but they don't complain because they know it would be the last thing they do. Bucky is the biggest boy in the entire school. He already has to shave his beard every day, and I think he should add his knuckles to that list too. Rumor has it that Bucky is really 26. No one has the guts to ask if that's true or not. Or I don't know what. So I do the first and dumbest thing I can think of. I pull the wood case from my pocket, grab the pencil, and start scribbling in my notepad. Aw, what's the little baby gonna do with his will crayon? Bucky asks. Writing love notes to your girlfriend? Someone else yells. Before I can finish my drawing, Bucky pushes me and I slam into the ground. The magic pencil goes flying and lands right in front of Annie's sneakers. In the wrong hands, the pencil could mean the end of the world as we know it. I'm not afraid of Bucky finding and using the pencil, though. He can barely write his own name. Some of those other kids probably know how to draw, though, and I'm not so sure I want to know the kinds of things they imagine. Annie walks away. I can't believe it. I stuck up for her, and she leaves without saying a thing. That hurts more than anything Bucky could do to me. Bucky circles me like a prowling tiger. He laughs and kicks a cloud of wood chips over me. I cover my eyes with my hands. This is the end, I tell myself, and I had so much more I wanted to do with my life too. Bucky, stop, a boy commands. I don't recognize his voice and I'm too scared to look. Bucky might shoot more wood missiles towards my precious eyes and blind me forever. Or at least until he finishes me. There's a lot of shuffling of feet, like there's a chase happening around the jungle gym. It lasts for a few minutes until someone falls down next to me with a cry and a thud. I'm afraid to open my eyes in case it's Bucky. A close-up image of that goon would be sure to haunt me in my nightmares. Not such a tough guy now, are ya? Bucky sneers above me, not beside me. My heart pounds, now afraid that Annie's next to me in the dirt. The kid next to me jumps up and runs off. Some of the other kids follow, but not Bucky. He's still close. The reek of his aftershave hangs over me like a rain cloud, a horrible, toxic, acid rain cloud. I curl my body up like an armadillo and wrap my hands around my head. Then I wait for him to attack. Get away from my friend, Annie shouts. But it doesn't sound like Annie. Burning fire has replaced her cute squeak. Who's gonna make me? Bucky sneers. I am, she says. He laughs. Oh, you are you? I'm real scared. Annie shrugs. You don't have to be scared of me, I guess, but you should probably be scared of him. It isn't until Bucky shrieks and runs away that I see a hole burned into the seat of his pants. The big kids forget all about us because they're too busy looking for cover from the half-bear, half-octopus floating in the sky. Daniel, get up! She grabs me by the arm and pulls me to my feet. We scramble to hide behind the climbing wall just as the beam of the wooden swing set splits in half and falls to the ground. So that's Octobear, huh? Annie gasps. Yeah, he has laser beams in his eyeballs. Cool, right? Annie flashes her jack-o'-lantern grin. So cool. I scratch my head. I don't remember Octobear having a red bow on his head, though. Did you do that? Maybe. She won't look at me. I freeze in shock. First, it was Macaroni. Now it's hair bows on my ferocious sea creature stuffed animal mutant. Annie's a girl. A real, live girl who secretly likes bows and the color pink. I don't believe it. But now's not really the time to question everything I know about Annie. Now with the playground crashing down around us, she saved me from the wrath of Bucky. That's what matters. I was really mean before and I'm sorry, I say. Thanks for helping me, Annie. She kicks at a wood chip with her toe. That's what friends do, help each other. Are we still friends? I ask. Off in the distance, Octobear roars an adorable roar and fires off his set of lasers. Of course we're still friends, Daniel, she says. But it's okay to have other friends too. I mean, look at all the friends you've made. What are you talking about? She nods towards the rest of the playground. Take a look. They're all here. I mean, I drew a few of them for you, of course. But the others must have known you were in trouble and came to help. You drew them? Her cheeks turn pink. I'm sorry that they're not very good, but I was trying to be fast. I peek around the rock wall. She's right. They are all there. None of the drawings are perfect. Their usual lines crooked or totally missing. It's okay because none of us are perfect. All we can do is our best, even if our arms are crooked or we're missing one of our 4 eyes. If we weren't helping someone else, we're perfect. If we're helping someone else, we're perfect. Each of Annie's messy drawings is exactly the way it should be. Up ahead, the 4-eyed aliens from the planet Bezo have a group of bullies pinned against the wall of the school. Their guns are out, pointed at the kids. The big one buzzes orders to the others. I do feel a little bad the kids are crying, but only a little. They're about to be bubbled, and that's all. When the smallest alien sees me, he waves his webbed hand. The big alien punches him in the arm. On the far side of the yard, Sap has Bucky by the belt loops. The superhero is not pleased with the burn hole in his pants. Bucky's white as a sheet of paper, and all he does is holler when Sap asks him who he's working for. Macaroni, the pink unicorn, munches on some grass on the other side of the schoolyard fence. I'm surprised Macaroni's here at all, but Annie shrugs. He's still a unicorn, so what if he's purple and pink? A shadow passes over our heads, and I look up as Herman, the blue dragon, makes a lazy loop in the sky. There's something on his back, something white and loud. I hate flying, Whiskers screams. He digs his claws into Herman's neck to keep from shooting off into the air. Good thing Herman's skin is so thick. Over by the Foursquare Court, Pat Pratt, stands next to PizzaBot. Pat's probably waiting for a pizza or help with his fractions homework or something. The sleeve of his shirt is ripped and he keeps glancing in our direction. Did you know Pat distracted Bucky so I had enough time to draw everything? Annie asks. Pat Pratt helped me out. Pat Pratt, enemy to hopping creatures everywhere, risked receiving one of Bucky's hairy knuckles in the nose for me. I let this information roll around in my brain for a couple of seconds. I'm going to see if Pat wants to take Herman for a ride, I announce. Annie raises her eyebrows. You are? I shrug. Why not? He seems pretty okay, I guess, for a frog squisher. Come on, Daniel, that happened in the 2nd grade. She shakes her head. He is pretty okay. You guys might even turn out to be friends. Friends. With someone besides Annie. I'm not sure what that means, but the idea doesn't scare me. Octobear roars again and fires a laser right over our heads. Annie looks up and the red of the laser beam flashes in her eyes. That's great and all, but we should probably keep that bear thing from destroying the school. I nod and start to stand up. Annie grabs my hand. But one last thing. She hands me a neatly folded square of royal blue material. Black letters sewn into the fabric spell Daniel. It's my very own cape. I grin and slip it over my shoulders. When I look over, Annie's putting on her cape too. Together we step out from behind the rock wall to save the day. All right, that's the end of the book. Did you guys like it? I thought it was pretty good. All right,